All right. What's going on, everybody? Sorry about being late here. A couple of technical difficulties. Actually, had to launch this with Firefox because Chrome wasn't working. So the woes of an internet marketer. But just want to welcome everybody. Excited to be here. We're going to get started here in just a few minutes. I think it's already past 9 right now. Yeah, we're looking at 9:01. So we'll give people a few more minutes. I see we still got a few more slots here. We got a couple people on. Nice, small, intimate group, which is really, really cool here tonight. I'm really excited about what I'm going to be talking about with you guys. Fact of the matter is that I really have not ever discussed what I'm going to talk about tonight with anybody outside of either a personal consultation or really just a conversation with one of my colleagues. That's kind of lack of a better phrase on my level, I guess you could say. So while networking, in other words, is what I'm talking about. So I'm real excited about sharing this stuff with you guys tonight. I have very, 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 very cool stuff. A lot of tools and things for you guys as well, but I want to make it 100% clear. I am not trying to sell anything tonight, okay? Actually, those of you who are here paid to get here, okay? And the reason why that is because I'm going to tell my story in a little bit here, but those of you who know me, you've been on maybe some of my trainings and you see what I do, and you get a lot of people on these things and we get all rallied and pumped up and everything, and it's really cool. But we also get a lot of people who, even though their intentions are good and they want to make money and they show a lot of support on the Hangouts, they're not really dedicated. In other words, it's a big difference between someone who says that they want to be successful and then someone who really wants to be successful and then takes action and does things. So I wanted to work together. This information, again, that I'm giving you is really powerful stuff, and worth, in my opinion, a heck of a lot more than $7. But you can let me know after we're done going through this. So I want to work with a group that's really going to want to be worked with. That's really all there is to it. But on the back end of this, a lot of these kind of trainings and everything, and even some of the trainings that I've done have been a lead in to a product or a service or something like that, which there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you guys are doing that, that's great. I just want to let you know that on this particular Hangout, there's nothing like that going on. Okay. Now let me enable the chat and the question mark here for a second and make sure you guys can hear me, and then we'll get this thing rocking. So we got the chat enabled right now. If somebody could let me know that you can hear me speaking and see my voice and everything right now by throwing the number 7 into the chat, that would be awesome. Let's do lucky sevens today. What you should see is a little bubble on, I believe, the left-hand side. I guess depending on your device, it might be different, but usually I've seen it on the left-hand side of the GoToWebinar panel where there should be a question mark you can click on. And if you guys want to ask questions, you're more than welcome to go ahead and ask your questions by clicking that question there. Now, I just want to tell you the layout of this training is going to be a little bit different from what I've done in the past. In other words, I'm really just going to be dictating here, okay? I'm going to be giving you my stuff. Hey, Steve, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. I guess you guys can hear me. Awesome. You guys can hear me loud and clear. That's great. Okay, so welcome, everybody. Good to see you guys. So what I'm actually going to do right now, guys, is I'm going to actually disable the chat just for right now. Steve, thank you very much. And the reason why I'm going to do that is, again, I'm going to be dictating today. And again, you guys paid to be here, so I don't want to take anything away from you. I don't want you guys to be distracted by what's going on in the chat. I want you to kind of soak in what I have to offer here, okay? So grab yourself beverage. A refreshing beverage. If you want, coffee and ice water, whatever. Grab yourself a notebook. I got some notes laid out here that I'm going to go over a couple of bullet points that I wrote down. But I'm going to tell you, I'm kind of going off the top of my head with this, and I'll kind of explain why that is in just a little bit. And let's get ready to have some fun tonight. So before we get into the content, I just got to do this. I want you guys to know that just because you paid money to get into this training, and just because I am going to be divulging my tricks, my secrets to you tonight, okay, does not mean that you will generate the same results as me. It doesn't mean that you'll generate any result at all, really. Actually, you could even have better results than me. Alrighty. The point is that whatever you're doing in your business, whatever you're promoting, whatever you're trying to make money with, I personally don't have any impact on that at all. All I can do is I can share the information that I've used in my business to become successful with you guys, and hopefully you can learn something from that and apply it to whatever it is that you do in some way, even if it's learning what not to do and become successful. But there's no way I can guarantee you success or lack thereof in any capacity, because I just don't know what you're going to do. Okay, some of you guys I know, some of you guys I don't know that's on this thing right now. So welcome all of you, and it's great to have you here, and I appreciate having you here. But I just want to make that clear. This is information only. Informational purposes is what we're doing here. And just because I've had certain results using some of this info doesn't mean that other people are going to do the same thing. Everybody's lives are different. Everybody's businesses are different. But if we could come together for the sake of the culture and work together, maybe we could learn together and grow all of our businesses simultaneously, even if some of us use different methods than others. Okay? So just want to make that clear before we get into the content here. Now, give you a little bit of an outline what I'm going to talk about, because you might not even really understand right now. I know a lot of people join business opportunities. I've had people do this with me. They join my team in whatever business opportunity or purchase a product that I'm promoting or whatever it may be, and they don't even know what they signed up for. So let me outline what I'm going to talk about here tonight, okay? I'm going to start with telling you who I am, for those of you who don't know me, okay? And those of you who do know me, maybe you don't know the whole entire story, or maybe you just need a refresher. So I'll make it quick, I promise, although I can talk about myself all night long. Anyways, my name, obviously, Dan DeBiase. I am a successful internet marketer. I've made over 6 figures in internet marketing, and I started making money online about a year and a half ago, okay? The majority of the money that I've made in internet marketing has been made with one opportunity. Opportunity is called Motor Club of America. Again, I'm not dropping any links or names or anything here. I'm not telling you to go join Motor Club of America. I'm just telling you where I made my money as part of my story, okay? As I was in the industry, I learned kind of the ropes and how to promote and how to drive traffic and what to do with my leads and so on and so forth. Kind of was able to pick up some things and copy what some of the big boys were doing and generate results with multiple other affiliate offers. And as I had said earlier, product sales. I created my own product sales, created my own products that taught people how to drive traffic to their Facebook, people how to drive traffic using email, all different kinds of products. Some of my products have sold northward of $2,000, $3,000, and we're talking about products that aren't any more than $25, you know. So I've had a lot of success with my products. And I've had a lot of success with other affiliate offers as well, okay? And I'm going to break a lot of this down for you guys and help you understand more of it as we go deeper into exactly what I do in just a second here. But what I mean by that, if you don't know what an affiliate offer is, I mean, you know, a company has a product and they want to get it advertised out there, and they pay people a percentage if they'll advertise for them, and sales are made. It's really that simple. So with the internet, it's really easy. You know, you see pay-per-click banner advertisements all over the place wherever you go. Pretty much half the internet is an advertisement or a lead or a link somewhere. And, you know, any Joe Schmo can really go out there and sign up for any product or service that offers an affiliate program, which most companies do, especially the big companies. You guys might be surprised to know that you can make money by offering items on Walmart's website, on Amazon.com's website, on Best Buy, whatever it is that you want to sell, you can sell. And literally, after becoming successful, and not only my opportunity, but with these other offers and my products, I've learned how to do that. Okay, that's been my bread and butter, has been marketing something to a target market and getting paid a percentage by whoever owns that particular product. Now, in my business opportunity that I made, I'd say 90%, I don't know the exact statistic, but 90% of my income, I was promoting my training and my relationship and my team along with the opportunity as well. And we kind of kept that closed doors for a long time. That's how we built it. That's what we did. And now at this point in time, I'm kind of giving my information, if you will, to everybody. I'm unleashing the entire playbook. In other words, and some of you might resonate with this because some of you are on the team that are on this hangout. And some of you also might just be in Motor Club of America and have been doing this already. I know for a fact that some of you are, so maybe you've heard of this tactic. But we were using what was called the promote link to create out most of our traffic on Facebook. Okay. And the promote link was driving a heck of a lot of traffic for a very small amount of money to our business opportunities. Okay. We had a system that we used, a strategy, and the promote link, if you don't know, was a little link that was underneath your Facebook posts, and you were able to click it and put in a credit card and pay Facebook to boost your posts so more people saw it. Okay, so we had a little trick and a little training that taught people how to use that promote link. Okay, and we were bringing people in and we were giving them that strategy. And everything I was doing was really just giving people that strategy. Use that strategy. At the same time, I'm building my business, not just using that strategy. I'm building my business using multiple strategies. I'm building products outside of my opportunity. I'm building affiliate offers. I'm capturing emails. So this is what I want to talk about this evening. Is I want to talk about all these things that I do, really what I set up from the beginning, from the very, very beginning, and lay that out on the line for you guys. So that way you can see how somebody who's been able to have success in the internet marketing world has been able to achieve that from A to Z. Now, I've hit a lot of pitfalls. I've spent a lot of money. I've made a lot of mistakes, and I'm sure that more of that will happen. You know, to this day, I spend money that shouldn't have to be spent. I make mistakes, and you know, it continues on, and I'm also learning new things all the time myself continuously, and that continuously grows my business. You know, I have breakthroughs. You know, sometimes the breakthroughs happen quickly, you know, a week or two, a couple days sometimes. Sometimes it takes months for a breakthrough and a real leap to happen. And that's just the ebb and flow of business. That's the nature of being an entrepreneur. Again, if you're on this hangout right now, you know, you're here because you want to be an entrepreneur. You want to be successful in some kind of venture out here, and you frankly already taken a risk, even if you haven't joined any opportunity yet or haven't become an affiliate of any program yet, by just being on this hangout. You know, you put your hard-earned cash into this training, so that shows something about you. Okay, so let me get a sip of water here real quick. So to backpedal a little bit from there, where I came from and how I got into this whole entire thing. And I'm going to explain why I'm going to tell you my story as well. So I'm 37 years old. I live here in Gulfport, Florida. Not for long. I'm actually on my way from Florida back home. I'm originally from the Northeast, New York, New Jersey. I lived half my life in New York, half my life in New Jersey. And I'm going to be going back to Jersey for a couple of months and then Colorado. So I am Colorado bound by way of New Jersey for maybe 2 or 3 months or so. So you'll see me banging around a little bit. So for those of you guys who know this room where I've been broadcasting my trainings from, say goodbye. This is going to be one of the last trainings. By next week, we're going to be up and on the road, okay? And then we're going to be off, and we're going to be broadcasting from the Rocky Mountains. So that's awesome. I got here through corporate America. Really is how I ended up on this hangout tonight and successful in this industry. The bug was planted really about 3 years into my previous career. Okay, and I'm not going to get bothered into where I grew up, how I grew up. I'm going to take you from um, about let's say 10 years ago when I was starting in corporate America. Okay, and my last venture in corporate America was about a 6 year venture, a little bit more than a 6 year venture. Okay, and about 3 years in or so, I really began to see that I was on a road to something that I didn't necessarily want. Okay, when I started doing what I was doing, and to tell you what I did, just so you know where I came from, I was a sales manager for a major music retail chain. Okay, I don't want to say the name, but you guys can probably figure it out if you know anything about retail music. And not that it really matters. It was sales. Okay, and I trained sales teams. I worked my way up rather quickly, and I was on the path to kind of regional management, sort of being my next thing. Okay. Now, while I was in this pathway to regional management, like I said, I kind of got the bug about 3 years in that there's got to be something else out there better than a 40, 50, who knows how long year path to retirement. And that's if there's going to be Social Security there for me when I get to be 75 years old. You know what I mean? So the fact of the matter is that I got to thinking. Okay, I got to thinking about 3 years in. Now I had kind of moved away from where I had grown up for the first time in my life to another state, okay, to far away. I went out to the middle of Pennsylvania, lived with a buddy of mine from back home, and I was for the first time in my life removed. I lived out on my own from very young, but when I ended up going out there, I really removed myself, hundreds of miles away from where I had grown up for the first time in my life. And um I guess I just got to thinking while I was out there and while I was on this path, and I started exploring the world of what was online, what's out there. So I found a thing called ClickBank that some of you may have heard of. If you haven't, I would check it out. Okay, ClickBank, and again, I'm not dropping names to try to sell anything, but ClickBank is basically an affiliate marketplace for people who want to learn how to uh, market other people's products, grab offers, affiliate offers, and make money from marketing someone else's thing, whatever that thing may be, whether it be a product, service. And most of their things are digital products. They may all be digital products for all I know. I think they are. And then the vendors of these products can post their stuff there. It's a marketplace. It's an exchange for advertisers and advertisees, basically. Okay, so so I learned a little bit about ClickBank. Okay, I joined. I tooled around with it, maybe placed a few ads, maybe spent a couple of bucks. I'd probably say less than $100. And I didn't have any success, obviously, and had no idea what I was doing. And I shut it down. I continued on the corporate path. Um, and I kind of in that time started researching how money operated, thinking about finance. I don't know if it was just because I was getting old, what was going on in my life, but I kind of had a transitional phase where I was really thinking about my future. The more I thought about my future, the less I thought about my career path with corporate America. Okay, so fast forward really 3 years later, because nothing happened in my internet marketing career in that time. Now, just so you know, I had experience online. I had been selling items on eBay forever, since before PayPal even existed. Okay, I had gotten online, and I was doing transactions with people in Germany, and they would send you cash in a cassette tape or in a card in the mail, and that's how the eBay transactions were done. Like really the Wild West of the internet. So I had some internet commerce experience, at least at this point. And I was computer savvy too. I have a technical background, a musical background. I have a recording engineering degree. Again, I don't have to give you everything that I've ever done. I just want to kind of lead you into the marketing world. Anyway, after coming to Florida, I moved down to Florida for a woman, right? That's why we all do what we do, men, correct? So after coming down to Florida, and advancing even further with my career in corporate America, working for the retail store, I I really, really started getting thinking. Now I got this girlfriend that things are getting serious with. I'm thinking about putting a ring on her finger, and let's see what we can do here. Maybe there is something to this internet world. Okay, it was January of 2012. Well, no, 2013. It was really December, like the holiday season, the end of December 2012, when I started thinking, okay, it's time. The end of the year comes around, the new year comes, and you want to make a resolution and do something, and you're kind of thinking about your life when that new year turns, and really at the beginning of January, end of December 2012, beginning of January 2013, I really, really dug back in to the online world. And once I started looking up, trying to figure out, hey, make money online. Can I make money online? It kind of led me down the same route that I had gone 3 years prior when I was living in Pennsylvania: affiliate marketing, internet marketing, so on and so forth. Okay. I stumbled over a company. Okay, and I'm not going to drop any names again because I don't want to, people going running all over the place looking for stuff. The truth is I'm going to give you guys some tools at the end of this. So I'm going to offer you some tools to do things, and I'm going to ask you to contact me if you want to use any of those tools. If anybody needs anything that we talk about in this hangout, again, I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. I want to be able to offer you the tools, but I want to do that on a personal basis, on a personal level. So if you're serious and you need something from me, reach out to me. Or if I mention something, lights off a light bulb on your head and you want to ask me about it, then reach out to me. I know some of you guys that are on this hangout right now do. You contact me on Facebook or through email, or even some of you guys text me and hit me up that way. So that's cool. And I'm always have an open door policy. I know sometimes it takes me a little bit to get back to people, but I will always get back to people. Okay, so the point of it is that at this time period, now I go real hard, and now I'm really, really, kind of addicted. Okay, and I'm still working my full-time job, but kind of day and night. The more I dig in to this internet marketing thing, the more I know that it's for me, and I'm thinking, wow, this is really, really cool. You could build these teams. You could leverage your work at the beginning and have a residual payoff in the end, which we'll talk about in just a second here too. Really, really cool stuff that I started finding out, and I joined an opportunity that really kind of showed me the right way in. I was lucky to connect with enough people that really, really enough good people, let me say, that really, really showed me the right way in. I had a lot of stumbles, spent thousands and thousands of dollars before I had any success at all. I had small successes, but the money was going. Just so as I evolved my studies, at one point before I had really any great success, I just decided to quit my job in corporate America, cold turkey, one Saturday afternoon. And again, I'm working in a retail store, a busy retail store on Saturday afternoon in Orlando, Florida. I walked in, not having premeditated this before, and I said, man, you know what? I know enough now after studying this stuff. It was about 2 months. It was the end of February, and having some small successes, that I know this is what I want to do with the rest of my life. And I don't want to waste another minute in this place when I can be working towards what my dream really is. So I knew my dream. I identified my dream. Okay. And I quit. I left that place cold turkey and said, I'm never going to go back and work for someone ever again, unless it's in a capacity of where we're in some sort of mutual arrangement. So again, I had a bunch of failures before I actually started having some success. When I left that job, I pulled out and very quickly drained an $18,000 401k. Okay, just buying systems, trainings, learning everything I could, and really not making any money at all. Okay, so quickly declined. Matter of a couple of months. It wasn't until the summertime where I started having real success. And success came quite slow. Like I said, I've made over six figures in this industry in the last year and a half now since I started making money, the summer of 2013, basically. And really, I only in the first 6 months of money making, I only made about $10,000. And so you guys know, I haven't made $10,000 more than I haven't made north of $10,000 in a single month yet in this industry. But I still have had months where I've been, nine thousand plus, which well murders my income that I was getting paid for the company that I was working for in corporate America. Okay, and they were paying me good money. They were paying me pretty good money. So the fact of the matter is that once the money started to build, it didn't build all right away and really, really quick. But the success eventually came. Okay, it eventually came, and when it hit in droves. And like I said, there was times where it was just like a couple of days, and another breakthrough happens. All right, so that's basically my story, my background, how I got started in this industry, and really what I'm all about. I do have a sales background otherwise, which I do believe helps me to some degree in this, but it really was difficult for me to kind of shake my sales ideology and some of the things and kind of apply that to the marketing game. So almost in a way, I feel like it was a handicap in the beginning, kind of having that sales background. So I don't have a lot of experience. All right. It's not even been 2 years now. Okay. So I'm coming to you from a place of success in a really, really, really fast amount of time. It didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen overnight, but when I look back on it now and I see the position that I'm in, it feels like it happened overnight. My goal, since I've been promoting everything that I've been promoting, is to help other people have that kind of success or better, faster. Okay? And the truth of it is I don't care if the people that I work with have success slow or fast, as long as they do have the success in the end. That's what I'm concerned with. But that is my goal. That is what I strive for. That's what I try to do. That's the value that I try to bring. That's the product that I offer to the marketplace. Those of you guys who don't know, what I really do is I teach traffic systems, funnels, how to cultivate leads and convert sales in the internet marketing space. That is exactly what I do. So all these affiliate offers, all these products that I offer, like my blog, which is filled with all different kinds of trainings and how-tos and things like that. And I am going to be continuously posting more of that kind of stuff on my blog. Pretty much all the products on that blog are affiliate offers. I might teach you how to make a website, or how to do something with an image, or how to change something with a domain name, the kind of things that you do when you're in a computer-based industry, right? An internet-based industry. And all of those services and products that I teach you how to use, teach you how to do, there's links all over the place. And if you click them, I get paid. Okay, that's what I get paid for. So my target market, my target niche, my people that I gun for is people who want to learn to do the same thing that I'm doing, or a similar kind of thing that I'm doing, which is, again, create some sort of business, some sort of lead and traffic generation, and cultivate relationships and convert sales for whatever their business may be. Really doesn't matter, okay? Now, what I want to talk about is I want to talk about targeting, I want to talk about leads, and I want to talk about what I do with leads and what I've always been doing with leads since the beginning, since the very beginning. And I want to talk about some things that are going to be hugely helpful for you guys as far as looking at the big picture of everything, because that is what I think really, really helped set me apart, is that I was always really kind of able to look at the big picture of everything and how everything kind of intertwined from the beginning before I had success. Like I said, I didn't really know what I was getting into when I started studying this world, but once I got in there and I dismantled everything during the process of losing, I should say losing all that money, but investing all that money, yeah, because I mean, my failures are just failures if I made, they're just final if I make them that way. But if I choose to build on them and learn from all that money really well spent, then I know that my next success is along the way, right? So the bottom line is I had a great visualization before having success of how the entire funnel worked. Okay, so when I was teaching this strategy that showed people how to get a whole bunch of leads, I really wasn't teaching everything that I was doing on the back end, and that's not right. And if any of you who are watching this, or people who are watching the replay of this video or anything like that, were part of my team and not exposed to some of my older tactics, I'm sorry. The reason why I did that was simply because I didn't want to overwhelm the people that I was bringing in. I wanted to make everything layman so that way, somebody who's simple and just getting into this industry and maybe had no research like I had done with all my failures and everything, they can take it and easily run with it. But now I realize that that is probably not the best way to do things. I really should be gunning for the small percentage of people that just want to grab everything and run with it. So that's why you guys are here right now. So that's awesome. So the way my system has always worked for anything that I have ever done has been, first, try to drive traffic from an emotional level. And we'll talk about that in just 1 second. Okay. Second, capture the leads that I am driving to something. In other words, don't just drive traffic to a web page or a place where an offer is made without getting some of that person's information. And then 3, cultivating a relationship with that lead for that particular thing in order to 4, convert sales. It's a 4-step process. So for those of you people who pulled out your notebooks right now, it's a 4-step process. Okay. 1, drive traffic to an offer. 2, capture the lead of the traffic that you drive. 3, build and cultivate a relationship with the people that you've captured their information. 4, sell them something, whatever it may be. It does not matter what you are selling. It can be golf clubs, okay? As long as you emotionally connect with your traffic. So for those of you guys who are on here right now that had the faucet turned off because you were using the promote link, I want you to know that it's not those numbers, those absurd numbers, that are going to make you successful in this industry. On the long term, okay? Even if some other button, and I mean literally that's what it was a button, comes along where you can press it and drives traffic to whatever it is that you're doing, by you pressing the letter Z on your keyboard, and you make money for some time, once that goes away, that button goes away, you're done for. You're enabled by that button, not empowered. So some of you, it came to my attention after they took this promote link away, weren't at all doing any of the back end stuff. And that goes for any trick, slick, sneaky, cut corners marketing method that's out there. And I'm not against those methods. I use them myself, and I will continue to use them. Okay? I have an awesome tool that if you guys hit me up, I can show you that is a very, very awesome black hat marketing tool. For those of you who don't know what black hat is, that means sneaky, tricky marketing tools. Okay, they're cool. I like them, and I'll use them from time to time. At this point in my business, I don't have time for them anymore. Okay, so if you want to use them to kickstart your business, that's fine. I use some of them to kickstart my business. And like I said, I can send you to a really cool place. If you hit me up personally, I'll tell you about it. But the fact of the matter is that all of those things are giving you a fish. They are not teaching you to fish, right? The old saying goes, you'd rather teach a man to fish than to give him a fish. Why? Because if you give him a fish, he eats for a day. But if you teach him to fish, he eats for the rest of his life. Okay? You go out there and fend for himself now. And that is what this industry is all about. And that is what I took it upon myself to do. People who are using some of these push button methods, some of those people are not cultivating their business in reality. They're just kind of pressing a button. That's really what they're doing. So I've been able to stay on a moderate level of success with all of what I do, even after they take these little black hat methods away, which they come and go all the time, because I've been cultivating my relationships on the back end and building audiences of people who are rabid fans of certain things. We have a small group here tonight of people. You guys are all either fans of me or fans of Motor Club of America or fans of a team or product or service that I'm associated with in some way, shape, or form. Okay? The fact of the matter is that you got here because you have an emotional connection to what I'm doing, right? It doesn't matter what it is that you're selling, right? You could be selling boats, right? Which I do not, but a boat, a person who's a boat salesman, a boat is not just $100,000 hunk of metal that sits on the water, right? An intelligent boat salesperson, if they're going to sell a boat, what they're going to do is they're going to connect with the feeling and the emotion that drives the person who's going to buy a boat, right? What it feels like to be out there zipping on the water with my family, taking out our fishing rods in the sun and the wind and the breeze in our hair as we, that those are the things that sell products, whatever it may be, whatever that product may be. Okay, you guys are emotionally connected to me and this product that I'm delivering because you're emotionally connected to, maybe freedom. Maybe you want more time freedom. Maybe you want more money so you can buy nicer things. Maybe you got a debt you got to pay off. Okay, whatever your case may be, why you want to be here and build a business, whether it's for the money or not, the fact of the matter is you have an emotional connection to being here, and that's what you got to be looking for in your leads. I'd rather have 5 highly emotionally connected leads than 5,000 useless leads. And that's really what those black hat methods give you, is they give you kind of numbers, huge numbers of really very, very, very loose, untargeted leads, and they're not going to really help you cultivate anything per se, except for just numbers. And that's cool. You can build with numbers. You can do that and build with numbers. But the fact of the matter is you can build easier and quicker with less people by getting the rest of what you do right and not just worrying about driving leads. Driving leads is a huge, huge, huge fundamental part of your business, but it is not all of your business at all. It's just part of your business. I'm not going to be sharing with you tonight any specific marketing strategies. I've used too many of them. And I use too many of them. If you're a true marketer, you're a true business person, and you truly want to get out there and promote your business, you're going to have to learn that the black hat, white hat, and gray hat marketing methods all come and go and change. You are going to have to become an expert at probably more than one marketing method. But I wouldn't stick with too many. If you're brand new and you're on this thing right now, maybe 2 or 3 things at the beginning while you become an expert, and then branch out, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. But you're going to have to become a master of multiple marketing methods. And as you learn different marketing methods and bring people eyes to your funnel and cultivate people, you learn how to talk to people about different businesses, different opportunities, different products, different services, but it all has to start somewhere. So what you got to do is you have to visualize the emotional experience and the customer experience from the beginning. Who do you want to target? What would they be doing, right? If I was going to start a business about women's gifts, right? Little music boxes and jewelry boxes and things like that, bracelets and little little things. Then I would want to look for people. Think about the person who's looking for those things. Maybe some of the things I'm going for is people who are looking for jewelry boxes. Maybe men who are buying gifts for women, right? But this is where it all starts. It all starts with thinking of who your target audience is. Your target people are. When I didn't do a lot of promoting for this particular event because I wanted it to be, like I said, really, really kind of intimate of a setting, right? I'm not trying to get romantic with you all here, but I wanted it to be a little bit smaller and a little bit tighter of a setting. But the fact of the matter is that if I was going to promote this kind of thing or my opportunity, I would be looking for people who are either working with or looking to work with specific opportunities already. Maybe the ones that I have worked with. Maybe people who are somehow related to or surrounded around entrepreneurs, maybe famous entrepreneurs, because my target is people who are into the entrepreneurial space. So I might even be targeting people who, are looking up and liking Donald Trump related things and Robert Kiyosaki related things and any of the other big network marketers out there, anything that's related to or around my industry. You just sit there and you think about what these people would be looking for. What I don't do is I don't target how to make money. That's a little bit too, first of all, broad, and second of all, difficult. It's easier if you connect somebody to more of a deeper emotional connection, and also if you're thinking about who you really want for your business, you don't want people who are just looking for really a free ride to work with you. If you're bringing people into a business opportunity, hopefully it's with the intent that both of you can grow your business opportunity together. Hopefully you're promoting the right business where it's the kind of thing that people can build together and maybe earn some good front end and residual income as they build and they grow. And if that's the case, then you want to get good people in there who are highly qualified to work with you, right? Who are highly qualified to go through the trainings and apply the trainings. And for that, you want somebody deeper than just, how do I make money? You want somebody who's looking and really looking deep into learning, maybe about how money works. Maybe you want to connect, some of your advertisements to, how does the Federal Reserve System really work? And what are your legal rights really all about? The people who think outside the box about society, money, these are the people who are on these kind of hangouts, in these kind of opportunities, on these kind of trainings, looking up, this kind of material and studying from, like I said, famous entrepreneurs, famous business people, and other famous people in the network marketing space. So you got to become a student of the game and know those things. You got to know those things yourself and emotionally connect yourself to the person that you're advertising to. Again, I'm not going to give you guys divulge any specific strategies here. There's too many. If you want to talk about marketing on Facebook with me, marketing on Craigslist with me, marketing on YouTube with me, reach out to me personally, like I said, and I'll be more than happy to discuss. I do consultations, get on the phone with you guys, work with you guys, get on a Skype chat with you guys and work with you guys and tell you about what I know about specific kinds of marketings. I have some of my own trainings that I believe are extremely powerful, and some of them are very current on how to market using different kinds of things, whether it be a social media outlet or whatever. Right? So get with me on that if you want to know, but that's not what this training is about. This training is about presenting to you the big picture of what I do. The big picture of what I do. And I just want to make it clear, because I want to talk a little bit about leads. I want to make it clear of what I think about when I'm attacking getting leads. I'm always thinking about that emotional connection with my end user, what they're going to be thinking about when they sit down to type on their computer, okay, when they sit down to get going on their computer. And this goes really, this is worth mentioning too, as far as what you guys need to be thinking on a mindset level, okay? And I don't want to get too deep into the mindset because, again, those of you guys who know me, you know that I like to do the mindset stuff. But I want to make this, again, kind of black and white, X's and O's, draw out the vision of what I do and show you my entire system, kind of. But the fact of the matter is that when it comes to people who are coming into this business, you really gotta. I get a lot of people ask me, can I do this with my smartphone, and can I do this with my iPad, and so on and so forth. And sure, your business is made in this day and age to be managed from wherever. Part of what I love about my life is that I'm able to pick up. I'm leaving Florida here. Kind of made the decision to just go, leave Florida, go to Jersey, go to Colorado, bang around wherever I want. It's part of the beauty of it. And obviously I operate some of it from my phone and, tablets and other devices other than my laptop, but you gotta have some computer skills. And if you don't have them, then you're going to need to learn them. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's people on this hangout right now that are, their next breakthrough is simply, you need to get over your fear of computers, okay? You need to get over your fear of computers and open up your computer. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've seen people, old and young. I mean, I had a guy who was 60 years old, almost couldn't turn on his computer. I walked him through, after signing him up for an opportunity, literally, opening up Windows and where to go to open up Internet Explorer and download Chrome and, Control C and Control V, teaching him everything. And I took the time out to do that. And my man now is running a successful internet marketing business, okay, after like a year, okay? It's awesome, but it's easier than you think. You just got to get over your fear. And you got to realize that the people that you're bringing into opportunities, teaching how to make money online, they're going to have to use a computer. In this day and age, it's just not where you can do it all on your tablet and all on your phone right from the beginning. A lot can be done, but you are going to need to work on a computer to some degree. Okay, I mean, think about it. If you want to build them, even a $10,000 income, you're going to have to, be working with computers at some point. Your business is going to be generating that kind of revenue. That's not, pennies, so, that, even a $5,000 a month income, if you're generating that kind of money online, that's, pretty good. That's more than most people are able to do, but we're here, we're all gunning for, $30,000, $100,000 months, right? That's what we want to do. We're here because we want the big money, right? So, act like a business that is a big money business now, and it'll help you in the long run. And, if your problem is that you got to, get a little bit more computer savvy, then that's just what you got to do. Again, I've always been of the mindset that I'm going to go in and I'm going to learn if I don't know. And I've learned like I told you in a little bit about my story earlier, I had some computer expertise coming in. I was definitely more than an advanced computer user going in. So I can't say that I came with no experience, but I've learned a lot more. And, I knew nothing about, how any of this really applied to internet marketing or anything like that when I came in, before I had any success. So that is definitely worth mentioning. You're going to need to build some technical skills if you're going to be successful in the internet marketing space. Okay. Hey, Brenda, my pleasure. I just see that you're saying thank you, and it's my pleasure. Again, those of you guys who want to ask questions, feel free, go ahead and click the little question thing on the left-hand side, and I'd be more than happy to try to field your questions. We're like almost an hour in. I plan on sticking around with you guys till about 11, give you a lot of info here, and if you're up for it, maybe we'll hang out a little bit longer, if we're still going over some of the material. Let me take a sip of water again real quick. So let's get into really the full-on structure of what I'm doing with these leads and how I'm cultivating them, okay? Now, with the leads that I bring in from my emotional connections, wherever that be, whether it be an advertisement on Facebook, whether it be an advertisement on YouTube, banner ads, I've done magazine advertising, you name it, wherever you're getting your leads from, whatever the source is that you're bringing in your leads from, the next thing that they're going to hit is going to be your capture system, okay? And we'll talk a little bit about capture pages. Some of you may have seen some of my trainings on capture pages and how to build them and how to integrate your autoresponder forms with them and all that we can talk about as we move along. And again, if you guys want to know about that stuff, that's fine. But for right now, I really just want you to understand that you're going to send your target from the advertisement into a place where they can put their information and you can get it, in other words. And that's your capture system. That's what your capture system does. Now, the kind of information that you can capture is up to you, really. Some people will capture emails. Some people will capture people's phone numbers. Some people will capture addresses. Some people will capture even the payment info, within the capture. You might have an offer that's a free trial offer. And for those of you who want to see a All right, hopefully you guys can hear me again, still here. I believe the chat is still disabled. My webinar thing got shut down. Sorry about that, guys. If you guys are still there, if somebody could type into the questions, just so you can hear me, I would appreciate it. I'm going to continue on and keep going with what I was going with, talking about the capture systems in just a second. But I hope you guys can hear me, and I'll see in just a second if some of you guys can tell me in the questions area. So anyway, to continue on, the capture systems, like I said, you can capture everything, even up to the person's payment information. And if you want to, if you want to see a cool system that does that, actually, let me know and I can hook you up. Again, I don't want to really sell anything or push anything on anybody right now, but there's a couple of cool systems out there. There's a bunch of them out there that are like either free or $1, and you sign up for a trial offer, and then you get paid, and then you start paying on the back end if you don't cancel before a certain amount of time, or if you choose to purchase their products depending on how the particular funnel is set up. So if you guys want to see something cool like that, let me know. And capture pages and forms can come in all different ways. They can come with video on it. They can come as a single page. They could be on a blog on like the side. They could pop up on the screen. Whatever. However you send people to your advertisement. The purpose of why you want to capture someone's information is so you can use what is our next part, or responder or follow-up system. And let me be clear about this. This is where a lot of people get hung up, I think, is they want the autoresponder to be push button because it's called an autoresponder. I kind of don't even like that name. I think it's better to call it a lead follow-up system is a better way to say it. Hey everybody, thanks for letting me know. Okay, I see that you can hear me now. I see this whole pop up. Man, I must be on a real lag or something right now. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I got some internet problems over here. Good time to get out of this place. Anyway, I appreciate everybody letting me know. So that's good that you can hear me. I was worried about that. So glad that I'm back. And I see someone said, Steve said that it's out for 10 seconds. Appreciate that, bro. Anywho, your capture system leads into your, again, autoresponder, aka lead follow-up system. And this does not have to be an email follow-up system. Okay, there's systems out there where you can follow up with text messages, and you can follow up personally with this information. Okay, depending on the system that you use, the program that you use, the software that you use. Again, I don't want to drop names of softwares and things like that here right now. If you need that stuff, let me know. And I don't know what level you guys are on. There's a bunch of you in here right now, and you might be on different levels. Like I said, some of you guys I don't know, so you might not even have an opportunity yet. So if you need information on that, contact me personally, and we can discuss that personally. But just know that information can be captured and then stored in a place where you can then later follow up with those people. This is where the real key in my business comes in, is really in the follow-up. There's an old phrase that they say that the fortune is the follow-up. And it's so true. That works in sales, that works in marketing, that works in whatever. It's the relationship, the value that you create for the people that you bring in through your leads, through your targeted traffic, that matters. So the person who is selling boats or golf clubs needs to be providing valuable information as pertaining to boats, golf clubs, cookies, women's little trinkets, whatever it is that they're selling. Okay? If I want to sell a guy a golf club and he comes on my list via my advertisement about golf or golf clubs or whatever, I'm going to be feeding this guy information about golf. I'm going to give him, the 7 best ways to improve your swing. Am I a golf expert? Of course not. But all I need to do is Google the 7 best or 5 best or 3 best, and then boom, I'll have a million articles that are going to show me the best golf swings. I just provide that information to the person, and that's it. And I do that through not my autoresponder. I do that through my personal communications with those people. You guys don't see me do this if you know me already, unless you're on one of my lists. And all these lists of leads that I'm building for whatever it may be, I follow up with them all differently. Sometimes I leave the people on a list and just stop promoting something completely and flip them into something else. I might market something that I brought somebody in for one product or service, and I might have another product or service now, a year later, that might work good for those people, and I'll bring them into that. So it's all, again, emotionally connecting people to whatever products and services that you're offering. If you're trying to sell something like a business opportunity, then you need to know why you're trying to sell that business opportunity. Okay? If you're selling a business opportunity that is a product, then you need to know whether you need to lead with the product or you need to lead with the business opportunity end of that product, or both. Maybe you want to do both. Maybe you want to share both things, right? And mingle the two. Maybe they're the same. Maybe the business opportunity is the product. There's products like that. Again, got some cool products like that I can tell you guys about. Hit me up. I'll let you know. It depends on whether you can work with this and you can work with that in your business or not. Again, this is kind of going out to people who are, you might even have a brick and mortar business. All this stuff applies. Or you can build and market around these concepts with any kind of business or product. Okay. Now, the goal is to get to step 4 through your follow-up, which is convert the sale. And obviously that part is very, very easy, right? It kind of is going to happen automatically at this point, right? You don't got to, when I say convert the sale, I don't mean twist the guy's arm, right? This is why I got as sales in the first place. Not really the main reason why, but one of the reasons why. Like I told you guys earlier, the main reason why I got out of sales is because I saw myself on a dead-end corporate path. But one of the reasons why I got out of sales is definitely the convincing aspect of sales. I had to ABC, always be closing. And in the internet marketing space, you're ABC too. You should always be closing as well. But the fact of the matter is you're really kind of doing it through systems more than you are through you pounding someone over the head, right? Giving value is the only thing that you need to do. Cultivate traffic and give value. And some of these systems, some of these opportunities, they do that for you already. You can just plug people into a system. There might be an opportunity out there that you can plug people into that is the funnel, is the system, has the lead capture built into it, done for you franchises, built in a box stuff. This stuff can cost sometimes a couple of $1,000s to get running, but it's a heck of a lot better than having to spend $100,000 or more and put up a McDonald's that might turn a profit in 3 to 5 years, where you can be running people through a digital funnel, digital information that's empowering, giving them a valuable product and service, and making, thousands of dollars in potentially a couple of months, a couple of weeks. I mean, you could even do it that day if you got the capital, the know-how, and I guess the stars are aligned, right? There's no telling how quick. I don't want to put any limitations onto how fast things are going to happen for you. But the fact of the matter is that, you want to be realistic in all of your expectations. So that is my funnel in a nutshell. That is exactly what I do to bring people into any business, any opportunity, anything I've ever converted people in. This is why when traffic gets shut off, even in my businesses, I'm still flipping people. As long as on the back end, I'm following up and sending information out to those leads that I'm capturing. Okay, that's it. That's all that I do, guys. So the key here is build a list. You need to be starting to build lists. Now, I don't want to say that you need to build a list for every single product and every single service that you offer. Some things you want to send people directly to an offer. And especially if it's, a list where, or a place where they've already had to subscribe to get there and they're kind of somebody who's kind of in league with this product already and this service already. They might be on one of your lists that pertain to that product, that industry, whatever it is that you're promoting. But the fact of the matter is that having that lead somewhere, in my opinion, is key. Okay. In some cases, though, you may want to direct people direct. So I'm not saying that everything that you need to do has to have a capture page. It would be wise to capture your leads so that way you can work with and follow up with your leads on the back end. That's what I've done. That's exactly what I've done. Okay. So when you're going to be attacking this, you need to be thinking about this in the beginning. You need to be thinking about and literally taking a notebook and drawing out everything from the beginning. My traffic, start with your traffic. Forget what advertisement you're going to place. Think about what the person that is going to buy what you have is going to be looking for when they go on the internet. Okay, because you're going to be marketing on the internet, right? Think about that. Connect yourself with that person, what they're looking for, what they might be interested in seeing on their screen, what they might be interested in reading as far as an article, what kind of video they might be interested in, what kind of pictures they might be interested in looking at. These things are the things that you got to think about when driving your traffic. The emotional connection to the person behind that traffic. From there, you can set up any advertisement depending on your advertising method. That's where the mojo for your ad is going to come from. So that you have laid out. That's your number one thing. How are you going to do that? The second thing is, how am I going to capture the lead? Just be as easy as designing a simple capture page. In some cases for me, that has worked. Okay. How are you going to capture the lead? How are you going to capture this person's information? The third part, how am I going to follow up with these people? Autoresponder and my personal follow-up communications that I'll do, my one-offs, my daily, you know. An autoresponder, you don't need to respond with more than 3 emails at the beginning when you're making a new funnel. 7, at the most. If you got 30 emails, that might help. But I mean, having 100 emails ain't going to help you. You're most likely not going to sell just from your autoresponder. That's just an extra little bonus. You got to remember, it's not about putting the leads in and letting an automatic thing happen all the time. It's about giving value, always creating value, creating momentum, and from that momentum, automatic stuff happening. Right, my wake up when I'm sleeping, $160 are made are happening, because I've created value and I've put out in space a lot of this value, and that's where my residuals and stuff comes from. And then compensation plans that have really cool residuals too, and that helps because then the more you build, the more it pays on the back end, right? So, but you have to always still be communicating with. You have to always still be connecting with and working with the people that you're bringing in as your leads if you want to keep them excited and you want to convert to sales. Okay, so you got to be thinking about that step. How am I going to do that? What am I going to be talking about to these people on a daily basis? What am I going to be sending them? What kind of information? If I'm selling the golf clubs, let me put together, some cool stuff about golf, whether it be how to improve golf swing, other things that golf people who are into golf like to do, whatever it may be, things about history of golf, whatever it may be related to that thing, and you got to deliver that to those people. Okay, you should be, if you're going to be doing it as a business on a daily basis, if you have a business opportunity that's set up and you want to promote this and do it full time, then every day you need to be thinking about what value am I going to be giving to these people. That's, in my opinion, the most important thing about the funnel. Really, I really think that's even more important than driving the traffic in, is what value am I going to be giving these people, so that way they see that they're educated, and they see that there's a quality source that this value is coming from. So they'll want to buy from you, whatever it is. They might not even know who you are when you talk about the golf clubs. But then after giving them this cool stuff, hooking into them emotionally, letting them know what's going on, it's all valuable to them. It's all good stuff. You're not tricking them into anything. You're selling them the golf clubs in the back end. You send them an email, or you target them on Facebook, whether it be through the sidebar or just personally, whatever, however you target them, whatever, and you sell them after you created a relationship. It's really, really, really that simple, and that's what I do. Now, when you make the sale, it's not just as easy as just making the sale. Okay, so step for drawing this out is, yeah, you took the person's money, but the game is not over. Now you got to make sure that you're providing a valuable product, okay, and making sure the customer's satisfied, so that not only are there good vibes, good rep for you, but also so that you can sell to them again. It's always easiest to sell to the people that you've already sold to. Okay, so now I have other products and services. I have buyers, I have leads, and I can market my products and services related to whatever industry to the buyers in that industry, right? I can market my products and services to the guy who bought golf clubs. I can market him golf gloves, golf bags, golf training, whatever it may be. Okay, whatever it may be. So you gotta have a vision for your fourth step as far as what you're going to do after the sale is made. Complete that closing, complete that circle. And that, my friends, is all that I have done to earn six figures online. That is it. That's the whole entire funnel. Those are the four steps. I can sell anything to anybody by using those principles. It is that simple. That's it. Okay, I don't care what your traffic methods are. We can talk about traffic methods again, but it doesn't matter. You can start selling by targeting 5 people. I'm telling you right now, if you engage with them and you give them value in your funnel, you're gonna convert sales. Okay, you don't need black hat tricks that funnel in thousands and thousands of leads every second. Again, if you want to use those, there's nothing wrong with that, but you'd be better served probably in the long run to focus on the back end. And as you grow your traffic getting, you build your acumen on business with your funnel that way too. And that's what I've done. That's literally what I've done. My funnels have gotten better. My funnels are garbage. I'm telling you now. You're on the be thinking, yo, I wish my emails and things like that could look as cool as Dan's and my ads or whatever. And he's doing these. But the fact of the matter is you got to see some of the funnels. That's why I say, I got some really cool things, and I'm going to be posting them on my blog in the forum when I bring that out, which will now be tomorrow. So today. So those of you who are waiting for the forum, I'm sorry. But the fact of the matter is that there's some amazing funnels out there, and you don't gotta do what they do today. I don't have to do what they do. I'm just doing it because it's fun for me, and this is my life, sharing and working with others and helping other people learn the stuff that I do. It was taught to me, so now I teach it to other people, and that's really it. So the fact of the matter is that you can learn from another guy's funnel in the same space, whether it's like how to make money space, whatever, and the market still ain't saturated. There's still plenty of people for everybody. And as you go through these higher end, more expensive funnels, these guys are making millions and millions of dollars in this industry. You learn more, you rub off, as you go through this training. Hopefully some of the things that I'm doing, sharing and saying are rubbing off, and you can run with and use yourself. It's a copycat industry. You have to be an individual, but you also copy and paste away. There's no such thing as plagiarism in this industry. So copy and paste away, strategies, styles, everything. And as long as your message and as long as your value, the thing that you give is unique, to you, especially if you're pitching a business opportunity of some kind, then you really need to be delivering you first, and then the product as a vehicle. But that's the key. Okay. Now the last thing I want to leave you guys with, as far as what I've done, right, in conjunction with this funnel, is I've looked for every opportunity from the very beginning to set myself apart from the mass people out there. It's why I'm doing this training right now. Okay? There's not a lot of people who are doing these kind of trainings. Now, don't get me wrong. There's hundreds, thousands of people who do these kind of trainings. But when you look at the percentage of people who sign up for business opportunities, who are doing affiliate marketing, who are having success in affiliate marketing. Many people never get on trainings like this. I'm setting myself apart by doing this training from people who are already even more successful than me, who are afraid to get on camera or just don't want to get on camera, right? I am setting myself apart like that. From the very beginning, I've been doing video to set myself apart. When I see people doing something, 99% of people, I look over the other way. I want to see what everybody else, what the people in this 1% pile are doing. That's continuously going through my mind with every single thing I do. Everything I type, everything I email that I write, all of the stuff that I do, I'm always thinking of, especially if it's a new thing that I'm getting into, what is everyone doing? And let me look at that and let me see, is that really what I want to do? And what is this small percentage of people doing over here? Because there's a 99% and then there's a 1%. See what I'm saying? I mean, 99% and then the 1%. Which group do you want to be part of? Right? Look, if the 1% of people are oppressing the 99% of people consciously through their money, whatever it may be, maybe you believe in the Illuminati, brainwashing, whatever. I'm not saying that I don't necessarily believe those things are true. But if that is the case, what good does it do to stay a martyr with the broke people? Why not, if you realize the evil that's being done by all these rich people, if you realize what's going on, why not join that crowd? You ever heard, if you can't beat them, join them, and use their system, use their money, their money to leverage yourself and empower others that hopefully can be turned on to and do the same thing for other people. This is how a silent revolution happens, my friend. This is literally how the revolution happens. First of all, it doesn't have to happen with violence and an uprising. It has to happen with a consciousness shift. And a consciousness only happens through education. And you can educate a heck of a lot more people by being rich than you can by being broke. Listen, I'm not trying to make a political statement. I'm not trying to make a social statement here. I'm just trying to give you a hypothetical, if that's what you believe. I don't necessarily pitch the fact that rich people are, trying to control poor people or not. There's oppression in this world. And it was Gandhi who said I believe the most dangerous form of violence is poverty. And the fact of the matter is that poverty is a disgusting thing, and oppression is a disgusting thing, and I agree with all that stuff. But I'm not here to, again, make a political or social agenda or movement towards anything. You guys can think for yourselves and decide what you want to decide. I'm just saying, if that is the case, if that's what you're thinking, if you're worried about, oh man, all those rich people are evil, you got to remember, it's not all rich people. That's like trying to say, all of any kind of specific religious or race is a certain way. And that's just straight bigotry, my friend. It really is, so it's closed-minded. It's a closed-minded way of thinking. There may be some truth to stereotypes. I'm Italian. I've heard it all. You know what I mean? I got the long hair. I hear the jokes and things like that. So I'm not saying that, and I'm not perfect either. But the fact of the matter is that you can do a heck of a lot more for whatever your cause is from a position of wealth than you can from a position of being broke. That is the truth of it. That's the fact. So you have to come to terms with that. You may not like the monetary system. You may think the Federal Reserve is nonsense, and it very well may be. But you have to realize that the world that we live in still operates with it. Whether it's a sham or not, it operates with it. So why go on some martyrdom campaign? Why not be intelligent Use your voice, use your thoughts to educate yourself first and others. Okay? For me, guys, that's what the whole internet marketing industry and business opportunity industry is about. I'm trying to educate others that there is a better way than the traditional 9 to 5 to earn a living. You can learn some simple concepts about marketing, the ones that I've gone over tonight: capturing leads, converting emotional connection with traffic, capturing leads, following up with leads, and converting sales. That's the formula right there. It's the formula that everyone's using. Every multi-billionaire in this industry is using that formula. It's the formula that's used in sales. Just when you do it from a marketing perspective and control the whole formula, now you have systems that can do the sales for you. Right? Whether they be emails, whether they be text messages, whatever. But my agenda is to educate. I'm always thinking learn, do, and teach. Right? Learn something first, do it, even if I screw it up beyond all measurability, and teach it. Teach my results even if they sucked, right? That's what I do. That is the name of my game. My target market is people who want to learn how to drive traffic to a business opportunity, product, service, whatever the case may be, cultivate that traffic, work together to build a relationship with that traffic through providing value, and convert sales. That's what I do. That's the whole entire thing. I teach people how to do that. I show people how to do that. And any business opportunity I ever promote, I'm going to do that. And most of the products that I promote, I'm going to do that. And if I do promote golf clubs, I'm going to do that. I'm going to provide people with value about golf and golf clubs. And that's the bottom line. It's a very, very easy formula, very, very simple formula to understand. And it can take a lifetime to master. But here's the great part. You guys can hit the pavement now with whatever it is that you're looking to offer, whether that be a product, service, or business opportunity, and you can start making money right away. You don't have to invest a whole lot of money right from the beginning. Even some of these multiple $1,000 systems, you can start and work your way up from sometimes, like I said, as little as free all the way up to thousands of dollars and start earning while you're learning, which is the wonderful thing. So, you don't all have to quit your job cold turkey like me. As a matter of fact, I recommend not doing that because that is like a really stupid thing to do, lack of a better term, but it can be done. So, that's pretty much all I got for you guys tonight. That's the main stuff that I have for you guys tonight. Now, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a bonus for hanging on. And if you guys want to ask any questions, then you're more than welcome to. I think the question thing is on still. Yes, it is on. So you guys can go ahead and, if you have any questions, throw them in the little question thing, and I'll field them in just a second. But I want to give you guys a couple of outlets. So first of all, we talked about these funnels tonight. Like I said, I've got a really, really, really cool example of this kind of thing that I can show you that's much more powerful than anything I've created, and it's free to start looking at the information. Okay, now if you choose to go down the route of joining that business opportunity or doing that, that's cool too. But you don't have to. If you want to see going on with a really, really serious funnel, a really heavy duty from A to Z, bring you through cultivating a relationship as pertaining to the kind of how to build a business online world, how to make money online world, then let me know and I can get you that. Also, I know that I didn't talk about any specific lead methods tonight, and you may be disappointed because of that. But the fact of the matter is again, I didn't want to cloud this with technical jargon. I really wanted to make it all about what I've earned, what I've done to earn. And I'm giving to you to the best of my ability literally what I've done to earn. Okay, there's so much going on in the technical world of advertising that we could spin our heads talking about driving traffic. So I'll leave you with this as far as driving traffic goes. Please feel free to contact me if you want to talk about any method. Okay, where whatever the method may be, whether it be Facebook advertising or anything else. Some of you know I'm kind of an expert on Facebook advertising, and I do the paid Facebook advertising. That's how I'm driving a lot of traffic these days. But I am an expert. Like I said, I've done everything. I've done, offline marketing. I've done post-it notes. I've done magazine advertisements. I've done a little bit of everything as far as advertising goes. So I'm more than happy to discuss advertising methods. But if you want to plug your money into something and start turning leads quickly, well, we have a lead source for you. So you can hit me up, and I have a link that I can send you where you can get highly targeted leads for mainly the work from home, business opportunity, entrepreneur target world at very, very inexpensive rates. So hit me up. Some of you guys who are on the top of this money team, you might already be using these leads. But for those of you guys, because I know we have a bunch of people who are like in MCA on here that are not on the top of this money team, and then other people who might be in other business opportunities or whatever, hit me up and I can get you this source for leads. Okay. With that said, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Okay, we're coming up on 10:30, a little bit shorter than I had thought, so I'm sorry that I didn't go over. Hopefully you guys were able to get some value from this information tonight. I know it's a lot of information. I know it's a lot to process, and I know it seems like it might be difficult. And to be perfectly honest with you, it's not easy, okay? But it is simple. And if you can go over the notes that you took, watch the video again when I have the replay. Those of you, anyone who paid for this webinar, hit me up if you want to get the replay, and I'll be more than happy to share it with you later. And go through the system that I just explained to you. And think about, stop doing what you're doing. Don't advertise tomorrow and the next day until you've processed and visualized everything that needs to happen with the customer experience. Put yourself in the customer's shoes. Imagine you're the person sitting down at the computer, ready to look up whatever it is you're ready to look up, and what emotional connection, that's where it starts, you would need to see in order to spark your interest, so that way you can be led to whatever product, service, business opportunity it is that you have to offer. Okay, and then work it from there. Work it all the way down the funnel, through the capture system, through the follow-up system, through the closing the sale and providing the value and content and follow-up sales. Okay, if you can visualize that, you can create that on paper, write it down, and make it, real. Then you can put that into the world. You can sit down and you can build it. Okay, and it doesn't take long. Even if it takes you, a couple of days to build a funnel. Nowadays, guys, I find opportunities, I find services, I find products, and in a matter of a half an hour, I have a whole funnel set up. Because again, learning, doing, teaching. Okay, learning, doing, teaching over the last year and a half. Would have never known how to do that stuff. And I got faster and faster at it as I go along. Faster and faster at it as I go along. Okay. Most people will not tell you about this stuff until after you've bought something from them. And frankly, I didn't tell you until you bought something from me. So you bought entry. I thank you for that, into this training. And I hope that you guys found it valuable. Okay, I really, really do. I appreciate all of you being here. Anyone who's dedicated to improving themselves in any way through the space of internet marketing in the digital age, I have nothing but the utmost respect for. It takes balls to come out here. You know, no matter what you're doing, no matter what business you're promoting, it takes balls, even if it's just $7, to come out here and get on a hangout. And it always shocks me that these things fill up. You know, like I said, we don't have a lot of people. We only have like 25 people on this thing. But the fact of the matter is that it always shocks me that these things fill up and that people come out here and want to listen to me ramble about this. But then again, when you think about it, you know, I'm just some dumb guy that made all this money doing this stuff. So, you know, it's awesome because, you know, you see regular people can do it. If a guy like me can do it with, you know, really no experience in such a short amount of time, then you guys can do it too. And I can do a lot more. You know, like I said, $100,000 months coming for me this year, people. This year, we're cracking that $10,000 mark this year. There's no reason why you guys can't do the same. So, again, I appreciate everybody being here. If anybody wants to discuss any of the resources, please contact me on Facebook, or you can email me at startfastprofits@gmail.com. You can visit me at my blog at dandebiase.com and contact me through the contact form on my blog as well. And if you need any products or services or anything like that, you know, you want to just discuss a marketing method and you want me to help you, you're thinking about using Craigslist or something like that, and you want to see if I can help you out, then let me know. I'm always down to help, you know, whether you're on this hangout or not. Tell your people, your teams, you can send them to me if they need help. I'm always down with helping people. I just want to, you know, help you guys grow, because the truth of it is as I teach and as you guys grow, I grow too. I always tell everybody on my team and everything that, you know, I learn just as much and more sometimes from you guys, you know, than I do from my own research. So that's what we want to happen is, you know, we want to connect so that way we can grow together. All right. So everybody, thanks for being here tonight. It is Thursday night, January 22nd, 2015. Be on the lookout really soon for the forum that I'm going to be launching, free forum for anybody in the internet marketing space to post opportunities, discuss stuff outside of any social media network. It was supposed to be up in the beta form tonight. Couldn't get it up, and I apologize for that. So that's coming really, really soon. And be on the lookout for more trainings. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight, staying respectful, and hope that you all had some value from tonight's training. And I wish you all the best success that there is that this world has to offer you. Thanks again. I love you all. Peace out, everybody. God bless.